Hi everybody, thanks for joining us on the South Australian Sports Show. Plenty coming up on the show as I'm joined, as always, by my co-host Rob Popplestone. Poppy, how are you?
Mate, I'm going really, really well. I don't know what it is, but I've never felt fitter, I've never felt stronger, I've never felt healthier, I've never lied so much. I mean, I'm going okay. But you know what, I'm excited because I'm looking through the rundown for today's show.
What's on?
Fantastic. The boys from the Southern Football League are joining us. Their season not too far away from starting. Really looking forward to that.
9th of April they start.
Yep, Bowls SA, of course, always got something good for us. Joseph Campbell, physio, will give us an insight into what's appropriate, what's relevant. Cooking at Giovanni's up there at Mount Barker. I've been there, I've done it with Libby, and it was good fun, and so was the cooking. And of course, later, I'm going to take you to task.
You're going to take me to task?
I'm going to take you to task on a few sporting issues.
Yeah, well, I might have a crack at that myself, but we've revamped the show a little bit, Poppy, so we're going to change direction a bit. We're going to go over to Libby Hopwood, find out what's happening this weekend in sport. Libby, how are you?
I'm good. Good to have you back from Dubai. A nice little glow happening over there.
Yes, it's lovely over there. Not short of money over there, I might say too. Lib, I thought I was out near your place when I was going around.
Might have to go over and find myself a shake to marry.
Oh, you could do worse. What have you got for us, Libby?
Well, this week in sport, AFL has kicked off with round one, delivering mixed results for our local teams. The Crows went down by a narrow 10 points to the Kangaroos, but Port did beat St Kilda by 33. Power and Adelaide go head-to-head on Saturday at Adelaide Oval. However, it was a close call for young emerging midfielder Matt Crouch after his game was in doubt because he was reported for rough conduct against North Melbourne's forward Jared Waite. Crouch collected Waite high with his hip, although Waite recovered quickly with no apparent injuries. It's a contact that the match review panel has been taking an increasingly hard line on in recent seasons. Round one of the SANFL saw Norwood victorious over Port Adelaide. South Adelaide beat Glenelg. A new look Central District took North Adelaide to school with a massive 107-point defeat. Adelaide likewise defeated the reigning premiers, West Adelaide, in a similar fashion, and the Eagles triumphed over Sturt. Sunday will host round two with Adelaide to face Port Adelaide at Madam, Glenelg and West Adelaide at Glitterroll. North Adelaide will face Norwood at Prospect, and Hickenbotham will host South Adelaide and the Eagles. In baseball, the Glenelg Tigers have won the 2015-16 South Australian Baseball League Grand Final after defeating their Boogie team rivals, the Woodville Senators, 6-0 in a second game of the Grand Final Series match on the 18th. It was the Tigers' first premiership win in over 10 years since 2004-2005 SABL season and their 8th overall. The Tigers opened with the best of 3 Grand Final series at Diamond Sports SA, West Beach, with a 6-4 win in the final innings over the Senators after the Woodville Troy Nicholson was struck out swinging. Securing the victory in the first game of the series, the Tigers dominated Game 2 from the get-go, reaching an impressive 6-run win, putting Glenelg 6-0 up against the Senators. The 6-0 deficit proved too large for Woodville to fight back. Glenelg's Californian import, Wes Roma, was struck out 8 hitters in 8 innings, allowing Matthew Williams to secure the game for the Tigers, resulting in Woodville's second consecutive grand final loss and extending their premiership drought to a massive 35 years. An injection of new blood has also been given to the Adelaide Thunderbirds with the appointment of the new 2-time world champion and multiple ANZ champion, Erin Bell. The 28-year-old was voted into her role by her teammates and will be supported by another new recruit, K.O. Watts, who will step into the role as vice-captain. Their first game together will be against Watts' former team, the West Coast Fever.
How honoured are you to be the new Adelaide Thunderbirds captain?
Yeah, obviously very honoured. Didn't really think that this would happen at the start of the season. Obviously, Renee was quite a shock. So taken me a few days to get my head around it, but very, very honoured and yeah, can't wait to get the season started.
Does it mean even more to you that your teammates voted you into this role?
Oh, definitely. I think the way that we've been working with our team this year to try and make sure everyone's really confident and empowered to be a leader within their own right gave us the confidence to do the voting how we did, and the fact that the girls voted me in, it really does mean a lot. I pride myself on my loyalty to the team and to my teammates, so I think to get that reward is very, very special.
And the West Coast Fever on Saturday will kick the season off. How excited are the girls just to get stuck into it?
Yeah, Fever's always a good team to beat. So we'll be definitely spending a lot of time at training, actually focusing on an opposition this week, which is exciting. Pre-season can sometimes drag on, and it'll be good to have a focus and an actual tactical plan and things to put into place at training. So can't wait to get over to Perth and show them the new Thunderbirds for 2016.
You're up against your former team, the West Coast Fever, on Saturday. Will that be a strange feeling coming up against your old teammates?
I think it definitely will, and I think it's round one, and everyone's going to be nervous. And I think coming up against your old side, anybody would be lying if they said they weren't a little bit nervous. So there will be a lot of adrenaline pumping, but I think it'll definitely be a really good hit out.
How do you think the Thunderbirds match up on the Fever?
Really well, I think. I think we've got a lot of versatility, and so do they. But I just think it's going to be a really hard one-on-one match, and hopefully we can take the 2 points.
Now, you, of course, only joined the Thunderbirds this season. What does it mean to you that your teammates have voted you into the vice-captaincy role?
It's a very special feeling, especially coming into a new environment. I've known the girls for many years, but to come home and be greeted with such a lovely atmosphere, it's been really special. And to be in this role now with Ez leading, she's such a fantastic person and leader. And like I said, just a really special feeling right now.
How much out of responsibility will it be for you out on court with being the vice-captain?
We've really worked this year on creating 12 leaders, and 7 out there on court and then 5 on the bench. And I think with the new rules there'll be a lot of rotation. So I think just doing your role out on court and being a big voice out there, but at the same time we've really tried to push everyone to be a leader.
And what do you expect the Thunderbirds' strengths will be this season?
I think there'll be lots of fast play, but then I think we'll know when to steady it up and take control as well.
All the best. Thanks, Ko.
Thanks, Nikki.
The Sheffield Shield has proven to be a seesawing contest between the Redbacks and Victoria this year. The Redbacks stepped into play aggressively on the first day with Ross, Wetherold and Kerry all to reach half centuries in front of a massive 4,204 strong crowd. Ross later stated that whilst the Redbacks had the game by the scruff of the neck, they just didn't quite nail it. The Victorians have been marred by a ball tampering scandal which erupted on day 3 of the Shield when the Victorian bowling coach Lewis was fined $2,226 for tampering. The biggest question raised during this controversy was if such a blatant and relaxed approach to tampering can be conducted during the Shield, then does this reflect poorly on Cricket Victoria? Cricket Victoria's chief, Tony Dondermaid, was quick on the defence, saying Lewis's actions do not reflect on Victorian cricket, nor constitute a pattern of behaviour. Either way, Lewis's actions have definitely shone a light on Cricket Victoria. Now, we have got a bit of an injection of new blood to the SA Sports Show as well, with a couple of new recruits coming on and a couple of new journalists. We do need to thank George Booth, who wrote up that segment about South Australia's baseball for this week. Giving back to you, boys.
Good on you, Libby. Certainly a lot happening, Pop, and still plenty to come, so stay with us. Lots to come on the show. Southern Footy League, we've got the president and the patron in. Plenty to talk about. 130 years coming up this year for them, Pop, so stay with us. Plenty to come.